Hi guys! I wanted to take a minute today and answer for you a super popular question that I get all the time in voice lessons. And that is, do you have to have talent or can anybody sing? And I've never liked this question. I'll tell you why. I feel like it tends to reinforce a super popular belief that there's an element involved that is way beyond your control. Like you've got to be born with some magical ability or not. And for many people, this is what stands in their way because this space between is all they can see. They see that there's a group over here of really talented people and they're over here. So all they see is this gap or this space. And a lot of people actually end up giving up before they really ever get started because they say to themselves, I'm not over here with this really talented group, so why even bother? But don't get intimidated by that space. The truth of the matter is, if you can talk, you can sing. Remember, everybody starts somewhere. And I'm sure there was a time that today's most successful music artists felt a lot like you do now, probably feeling like you're over in this group. And I'm sure these same artists were told by someone, somewhere at some point in time that they just didn't have what it takes to be over here. The difference is that they didn't give up at this point. They used this feedback as a stepping stone to get from here to here. All they knew was that they loved to sing, and that's what kept them improving. So try again not to focus in on the space between, but recognize what's happening here. When you see someone with an insane amount of ability, recognize the simple fact that you have excellent taste. This is your preference calling to you. When you see someone with that much ability, what you're actually seeing is your potential being reflected back to you from someone else. Otherwise, it just wouldn't get your attention and it wouldn't be exciting to you at all. So on the other hand, don't fault yourself for not being that super ultimate expression of all that you can be right now. Really relish in that there being a gap is a good thing because the gap is where growth happens. This gap is where you become who you were always meant to be. Before we begin bridging this gap, I want you to ask yourself, what is it that I love about singing? Does it make me feel good? Does it bring me joy? Does it make me feel alive? Then that's all you need to know because singing is for you. So before we end this video today, I also want you to think about what it would be like if you were over here with this group and your voice was all that you wanted it to be. What would life be like? What would singing feel like? What would you do? How would you move about the world around you? And really understand something. If you can see it in your mind, you have the potential to be it. Really understand that. Explore that fact until it becomes real for you. And if you need help bridging this gap, well then contact me because I would love to help you. Thank you so much for watching.